If that is true, Walker, then those kids are in for a reality check. If my channel has been marked as for kids, the mums are going to be like, why's my kid swearing all the time? What the fuck? Right. Oh no, silly YouTube then. Well, it'll teach them some new vocabulary at the very least. Yes, and the Conan endowment thing. Right. Hang on, just pouring myself a quick drink. Thankfully, the temperature has broken a little bit. It's still quite warm in the south of England, but nevertheless, it's not as scorching as it has been the last few days. So there's a nice breeze now, which is keeping the overall feeling of the temperatures down. It's still quite warm indoors, of course, but yeah. Hi everyone. Hi indeed. Right. So keeping it brief this morning. Still working on the Daisy bullshittery. Delivery is expected at the start of July, roughly. What I'm doing currently is I'm cutting it together. On the timeline, I have a near-complete cut. It's still wobbly in places, and there are still some clips that I want to swap out and try different clips. But, yeah, it's going fine. It's like day 4 so far. So, yeah, I've managed to sort of put together the shape of a bullshittery, which is slowly being crafted while it's still in the, high-level, no text, no animation phase, where I can easily just go, okay, maybe put that joke over there, and maybe that's not funny, maybe move this joke here. All that stuff. How much did I see of my brother's stream yesterday? I saw nothing, I'm afraid. I hosted him up, and then I went to go and sit on the sofa, where I was feeding Lulu some salmon biscuits while drinking a cider, and I decided to put on some completely random episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. For those who are not familiar, I'm not a Trekkie, but last year or so, I spent the year steadily watching through all episodes of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, because I was of the understanding that it was the best Star Trek, and it's the peak essentially that Star Trek has never quite managed to top. Anyway, so I found myself, I loved it. I really, really enjoyed Deep Space Nine. But I found myself just watching a random Season 2 episode. I wasn't even sure what the plot was, but I just went, whatever, pick this one, fine. And but I was so tired from all of the editing. I was just so like, ugh, that I put my head on a cushion and just started sort of dozing off, and I managed to doze for about 45 minutes, so pretty much the duration of the episode, and I was only woken up by the sound of the character called Rom screaming. Rom is a Ferengi, and when Rom screams, it's like, ah! like just a long continual sort of note like that, and it was the weirdest way to be woken up by just the sound of Rom screaming for like 3 minutes, because it was an action scene, and so there's like fighting, but all he does is just scream, because he's like a cowardly character. I was like, what, fuck, what? It's weird. So yes, I was tired yesterday evening. It was, tired. Right. Oh, well, good luck, Walker, on your 30th birthday. Yeah. Hope you have a good one. Right. Okay, 1 second. Thank you for saying so, Odzer. Yes, every single day. But trouble is, those videos are big. They take a lot of time. Hang on. Yes, recently I keep getting stuck in these deep wells of editing that last months. So I need to focus on a few things that are a bit more deliverable, I think. Hence why I'm working on Daisy bullshittery. The episodic nature of it means that its length is something that will be much easier to wrangle compared to other projects where you can't cut peak at 10 minutes. It would just stop so abruptly, and then most of the jokes would never see the light of day. Hang on. Okay. Oh, really, Jimmy? You fished power armor out of the river. Is that a thing? God damn. Okay. A Synvic, Adobe Premiere. So Adobe Premiere is the editing suite that I use to cut the clips together, but then when I've got the clips on the timeline in the rough position that I want them, I export them to Adobe After Effects for the text and animation. And to do the text, it's simply a case of typing the text on the screen, parenting it, so using the pickwick to sort of drag and drop it onto a null object, which is an invisible square, and then the text will basically take the properties, the movement, the scale, the rotation of the invisible square, and all you have to do is move the invisible square. Depending on how much movement is on the screen, it could be a little, could be a lot. And there are automated tools, but they are a mixed bag, really. A mixed bag. Sometimes they work fine, a lot of the times they don't work fine, so you just got to get in there and manually do it yourself. Okay, right, anyway. Can you see Rimworld? Rimworld. There we go. So the dog started on the bed, and then she was here, and now she's steadily moving further away. Okay. Right. So, an overview then. So we are playing as 7 sort of burly men, mostly burly men. So we're playing as a supremacist raider faction. Now, quite literally yesterday, we sliced someone's neck open in a ritual execution of a captured raider. We were just attacked by these genetically engineered freaks that we're going to say. They're just tox people or whatever they're called. It's just a type of genotype in the biotech, whatever. But for the sake of our roleplay, we're going to say that they're disgusting non-human freaks. And our ideology is sort of championing the weak defeating the strong. So we captured one of them, led him into the rec room and executed him. The slave Pythonicus fainted and is still sleeping on the rec room floor. So, quick introductions. Sir Hooke is a 71-year-old elderly novelist and the man responsible for the hollow novel Hooke series, so an extremely popular sort of intergalactic novel series which inspired the acts of brutality that are currently taking place. Blue-Nosed Bear, one of his main fans and a sycophantic follower, is a space janitor. Egleb is a young medieval lordling and also a follower of Sir Hooke and the Hand of Hooke. Hi there, Messi. Bloodwell is a former childhood tribal bully and handles quite a lot of the fighting. Wonderbart is a 7-year-old boy who is a vampire-worshipping tribal, essentially, who's currently going to... Yeah, we've got a bit of like this disgusting toxic mist outside. It's kind of gross, but he's off to go relax in the jungle. Pythonicus is a slave who's proving cantankerous, so they might not last a while. We'll see. And Komots is a 25-year-old escaped convict, a very violent, a brawler, so a very scary, violent man who's decided to join us. So, yeah. Okay, so... Yeah, well, he was 6. He's just turned 7. So a 7-year-old vampire-worshipping child. Ugh. Okay, so what I need to do right now is, we did have a slight incident in which we had a fire. So a boomalope exploded, causing a fire, which caused an injury on Blue-Nosed Bear, which got infected, and the arm had to be amputated. Amazingly, Egleb, the medieval lordling, successfully amputated Blue-Nosed Bear's arm, despite having no skill. So, that was amazing. Okay. Yes, and we accidentally roasted a guinea pig, so we're trying to tame that guinea pig. Poor guinea pig. Right. So, what I need to do is, the base is too small and made of temporary materials. Despite so the builder got hurt, but what I need to do is I need to rebuild the kitchen over here, along with its associated freezer. Put the food preparation area here, the butcher table here, and then start essentially building this way, building additional bedrooms and supporting chambers, and start to deconstruct or deprioritize this area, because it's sitting on useful soil that we can certainly utilize. Plus, it's made out of wood. What happened to the boomalope? The first one died, the second one died, and the third one was released over here. Yes. Thank you, the drunken anarchist. Right, so Sir Hooke is awake. The elderly author is off to go and get some potatoes, which is fantastic. We'll store them in the soon-to-be freezer. Over the river, Komots, the convict, is awake, retrieving more steel. Rather than mine more, could you haul that in? It's probably more important right about now. Thank you, drunken anarchist. Right. Just reminded me, I just saw that cassowary over here, and I've got like mental images. So apparently these birds are extraordinarily dangerous, owing to the fact that they've got a blade on their foot, like a claw, and a kicking instinct in them. So lots of people have been badly injured by cassowaries, I believe. But it's reminded me of the subreddit called Oops, That's Deadly. The subreddit Oops, That's Deadly is showing people performing actions which are not necessarily showing people die, but showing people doing actions which are really, really dangerous. And the one that sticks into my brain is a bunch of tourists who are playing around with this strange, cool-looking, shimmering shell on the beach in a tropical location. And they hold it up to the camera and they poke their fingers in the shell. It's a fucking cone snail. It's one of the most venomous creatures on Earth. Like, if that thing shoots out its barb, you die. It's got like a neurotoxin in there, which basically stops you breathing. It's like, oops, that's deadly. Yeah. If that thing decides you're dead, you're dead. Okay. Right, so lots of people are quite grumpy right now. Yeah, hungry, imprisoned, dull barracks. We need to sort that out. Enjoyed the execution, though. Sad youngster. It's sad to see what the young folk are struggling. Are they? Learning. Sky dreaming. Lesson taking. Okay. I see. So he gets sad when the kids get sad. Yeah, we need to sort out the living arrangements because things are a bit shit right now. Thank you, Fast Dog and Oh Galley. Thank you very much. Right, let's switch. This will be the Pythonicus' slave bed over here. But we do need to make a more attractive room. Okay. I don't think you can do that, Blue-Nosed Bear. Arms are not entities in the game, in RimWorld. Some organs are, but arms and legs are not. Alright. So some passive coolers are being refueled. We need to get rid of that body. So Sir Hook is off to bed. Yeah. Go rest so your mood doesn't drop too low. Yes, we need to get that. Yeah, again, there's a whole load of stuff we need to do to the base. So let's just focus on one thing first rather than a million things. So, Blue-Nosed Bear, you've almost... Yeah, can you wake up, please? Now, you do have the huge mood boost from your recent catharsis, so I'm going to force you to... I know you want to go play chess, but I really could do with you building that nutrient paste dispenser. So, if you could go over here, please. So I'm just going to sort of be a bit of a slave driver for a little bit. There we go. Start moving all this over here. Get a secondary nutrient paste dispenser mounted in the wall here, in the corner of the rec room. I'm in a minute. Alright. Thank you, Dorilia. That's very kind of you. Hope you're okay, Dorilia. All the best to you. Okay, Pythonicus the slave is off to go harvest a tree. Could you please haul the dead mutant into the river to dump them, please? Okay, all of this still technically counts as the outside. Very good. Okay, Blue Nose, could you... Yeah, so get this... oh, sorry, the plant pot. Yeah. Right, so let's mount the nutrient paste dispenser here then, to give enough room for that cooler. If you could work on that, please, that would be appreciated. Hang on. Deconstruct the old one. Then again, that's going to get rid of refrigeration immediately, isn't it? So maybe leave that one operational for now. We should have the necessary steel. So go get the necessary steel. Right. Hi there, Prometheus. Hi there indeed. Right, so what's Bloodwell, the bully, doing? Off to go and haul the corpses away. Yep, we need to get our defences back operational again. Alright. We need a research project after smithing was complete, and that's a good point. We need to get smithing going so we can make some better weapons than simple clubs and blades. Swords in particular. Right. So smithing plate armor might also be a worthwhile choice. Start working on carpet making pemmican recurve bow. Drug production we really do. Well, the trouble is, even if we got drug production going, getting our hands on Neutroamine for the sake of the anti-malaria drugs is quite difficult. Work on plate armor, please. Okay, so the bricks are over there. So Blue-Nosed Bear is, yeah, you've got plenty to get on with. Pythonicus, could you please be hauling... Yeah, deliver the materials at the very least. Let's help our one-armed builder. So Bloodwell the bully is sloshing through the burst riverbed over here. Okay. Could you please assist with the delivery? So bring plenty of... plenty of stuff for the builder to assist them. Aquino says, start butchering people and shove human meat into processing machines for triple mood penalty. Not sure how that would help me. Okay. Egleb, the medieval lordling. So why all the way down there, Egleb? Why are you working on tree cutting? Isn't that all the way... It's priority number 2. Never mind that. Come in and do something else. Research, maybe. Alright. So yeah, maybe leave the other machine operational for the moment. Oh good, the acid smog is lifting. That should improve people's moods somewhat. Alright. Quite a bit of animal filth. Oh, just over there. We're fine. What happened to the 2 knocked out boomalopes? One exploded on a failed taming attempt, and I released the other one. The process I deemed to be far too dangerous. With someone with a skill of only 7. Animal taming. Too dangerous. We'll leave it. Okay. Good to hear it, Metal Gear. Hi there, Metal Gear. Metal Gear Dulmond. Good to hear that you're healthier. Okay. So, Blue-Nosed Bear. Yeah, just try to keep everyone busy and focused. Do we have anyone that can at least do any construction work? No, most people are kind of naff. Comots, maybe? Most people have gone to bed. It's 1 in the morning. Apart from Bloodwell and Egleb, who are night owls. Okay. Again, could you guys assist, please? Can I not move the hoppers instead of deconstructing them? Nope, hoppers cannot be moved. Okay. So Blue Nose is off to go rest. Nope, you don't need rest right now. Could I force you to work, please? We just need to get shit done. Focus on this, and then we can start working on bedrooms and stuff, freeing up the freezer. All right. Good man, Egleb, could you please bring some... Go get some steel for the hoppers. Good man. All right. And also, somebody please move this shelf just somewhere else for now, so it's not in the way. Egleb, I'll give you that job, if you wouldn't mind, please. Thank you. Bloodwell, don't worry about that. Your building skill is not impressive. Could you instead go and get the materials for this? Can you do multi-level building in RimWorld? I'm afraid not, Painy. It's all on one dimension. There's no upper floors. There's no ground floors. Sorry, no basement floors. Right. How did you tame the boomalope? We didn't. It got angry, bit us. We shot it. Okay, good man, Bloodwell. Could you also go and get the cooler resources? Good. There is a cooler there. In which case, please get the... what is it? Not the power conduit? Yeah, get bits for a limestone wall here. Alright. Can with mods, though. Indeed, you can mod anything in RimWorld, but... That's... Yeah. In the base... In normal RimWorld, no, you cannot. Okay. Right, Egleb. Oh, good. Egleb can attempt to convert. Please do. So Egleb the medieval lordling once again approaches Bloodwell, the bully, and attempts to break down his convictions. We're nearly there. So he currently believes in space for some reason. He believes that the humans should live in space and we shouldn't be down here, which is great and all, but we need to convince people that, you know, we're here to stay. The Hand of Hooke, the science fiction that we believe in. Okay. Can you enclose animals without taming them? Yes, you can. We've done that with a guinea pig and the 2 boomalopes. Alright. Oh, did they? Apparently they've added underground bunkers in the last update with the Odyssey. With the Odyssey Solient? Oh, I stand corrected. Really? How does that work? Underground bunkers? What the fuck? Is that a thing? Bunkers? No. Research, maybe? Bunkers. Recon? No. Oh, you find them in events that are similar to the Ancient Dangers. Oh, interesting. Okay. Ah. That could be interesting. Right. Okay, Blue Nose. Yep, once again, I'm just going to force you to get that done because the side of the base is quite exposed right now. Alright. So, Eggleb. Cut it. Making fresh bricks for us. Good man. Are there any more resources you can deliver? You can't work on that. I just kind of wanted you to deliver resources. Bloodwell, would you kindly deliver resources to the cooler over here? And also we need to consider sharing heat between the rooms. So let's put a vent here. So share the cool air between the rec room, the dining room, and what will probably be a workshop. Alright. People are feeling a little bit better. How many losses has this run had yet? Mercifully none. Oh, Bloodwell just tried to convince the convict Commots, dropping his certainty in his belief system. Okay, we do want that, but we don't want him to join your space weirdness, Bloodwell. Alright. Hi there, Creo. Hi there indeed. You were watching some of the old bullshitteries this morning? Yeah. I can't do that. I can't do that. Hell, I can't watch a bullshittery shortly after its release. Like, give it a few weeks, and I'm like, no, I don't like that. No, I should have done this differently. I've got that creator brain where you're cursed to look upon that which you've made before with increasingly escalating skill, and you're like, that shit, I could have animated that better with what I know now. This was made with Sony Vegas. If I did that with Adobe After Effects, that would have been so much better. Yeah. Thank you, SD Pepper, but you get what I mean. It's like I'm my own worst critic. I'm like, I could have made that smoother. Okay, Bloodwell, good man. Please haul in some steel. Ooh, good luck for Jal Raven with your job interview. Alright. Electric stove. Do we have one? No, we do not. Stick it there. Currently outdoors, but we'll remedy that. Make sure there's a roof over here. There is. That's why we're trying to get it sealed, so all of this counts as the indoors. Get it indoors. Get a... Uh-oh. Oh, it's just a map render. Okay, get all of this indoors. Get it nice and... yeah, might as well put a door there. So long as people don't track mud through the kitchen. Alright. Right, so Commots the Convict is once again mining. Again, please haul this in. You've done plenty of mining. Blue Nose Bear, how's your recreation's very low, and you've lost the catharsis bonus. So I'm going to let you go and go and relax. Sir Hook is still feeling upset about the fact that he was imprisoned. That did happen. You also slept in the cold. Is it too cold? Oh, the temperatures have dropped. Oh. Oh, of course. Hang on. The freezer. Right, so the actual... Yeah, we need to replace that wall. Okay, that's a little urgent. So after Blue Nose Bear has gone swimming, have him work on that wall to fix the freezer. Because, yeah, look, the temperatures over here have dropped because we're venting the freezer cold air, I guess. How is my garden? Yeah, good, Yub. My garden, for those who are not familiar, is full of vegetables. And soon, I'm hoping, will also be full of large barrels. Weirdly. The reason for that is that I'm sort of taking care of the basics in the bungalow. having some stock, like some spare food stockpiled in a pantry. I'm getting some spare water. I'm sorting out the solar panels so I've got some electricity. Next week, or is it the week after, I'm having the sewers reworked, so sort of basically cleaned out. Just the basics, really. And one of the things that I want to do is I've got a water butt, which I've attached to the gutter. So all the rainwater is going to go into the water butt to feed my vegetables, because it seems silly to constantly be taking the tap water and paying for it when there's free rainfall that I can use for the vegetables instead. However, the water butt is 210 litres, and that's not... When you think about like a cucumber plant at full fruit, I've got like a cucumber plant, is going to require about 4 litres of water a day. On a hot spell, I'm going to rapidly run out of the water in the water butt, so I figured, why not put like 3 or 4 of these big plastic water butt barrels at the bottom of the garden next to the shed? There's plenty of room. And then I was going to use a small little pump to basically empty the water butt, or even just use gravity and a siphon. Oh, look at that. Basically just stockpile a bit of rainwater, so when it gets a bit drier in the UK, I can keep my onions and my potatoes all watered without having to dip into Brighton and Hove's aquifer. The underground chalky water storage location. I have kind of taken a few moments to do some reading on the YouGov report regarding Brighton and Hove's aquifer, so where we get all of our drinking water. And it is not good, actually. Brighton and Hove's aquifer is actually in a very poor state, owing to the fact that it doesn't replace the water quickly due to the native geology. It's also subjected to a lot more contaminants than expected, owing to sort of old infrastructure of the city. And in general, as the years have gone on and the population of Brighton and Hove is maintaining, it's quite high for the area, the aquifer's kind of fucking stressed. So I'm sort of thinking, okay, if I can have, like, say, 600 to 800 litres of filtered water just sitting in the garden, for the crops, of course, it's gonna fucking help. You know. And also Twitten, sorry, where's Twitten? Sorry, I saw, apologies Turbite, I turned around and I saw your name, I thought you were Twitten because she's orange. Hi there, Twitten. Also, Twitten, I'm speaking to Twitten because she's also in Brighton and Hove. Do you know what I was looking into? You can get these, these house-mounted lime scale remover things, like the water comes into your building, and then because I'm speaking to her because we have incredibly high lime scale. So I'm wondering, is there like a system that I can put in the bungalow to descale our water? And the answer is yes. The problem is there's not a huge amount of room in this bungalow. It is a kind of small bungalow. So, yeah, like a water softener, but it's sort of like a water. There's like 2 different components you can get. You get like one that removes the lime scale, which is like for the whole building. It's like a tank thing. And then there's another thing which is like, is it demineralizing or something? There's this thing like a pot that you put under your sink, and it often has like a separate tap, and that's like for drinking water and stuff. So like obviously the softer water is for everything, but then there's like a demineralize, something like that. I can't remember. But I might look into them if I've got the room. Might require some rejigging. But apparently you put giant blocks of salt in the... which I thought was quite fun. Like, what, for real? I looked it up. It's like, no, it's just literally like a big chunk of salt. Like, okay. You put it in like the softener or something. Ooh. Is the tap water safe to drink? Yes, in quotes. It's safe to drink, but it's pretty bad. It's, yeah. Also, 1 minute, it's getting warmer, so I'm just going to pop the aircon unit behind me. Sorry for the buzzing. Right. Anyway, so the point that I'm trying to make is I'm just looking into some basics when it comes to sort of food and water and electricity and stuff. Just trying to do my part to both reduce my footprint, my carbon footprint, and also have a bit of security in the event that things go wibbly with the incredibly hot summers that we're going to experience, that sort of stuff. Twitten says, it's safe to drink, but I got very excited about a new water filter. That should tell you everything. Yeah. I used to have the little Brita things, Twit and Roo, but yeah, there's only so much water you can. It doesn't fit in the fridge, so. Oh, sorry. Hang on a minute. Right. Okay, so Blue Nose Bear has gone to bed. Sir Hook, the author, is awake and is working on the steel door. You don't normally do construction, Sir Hook. What's going on? That's tier 4 for you. Do you have literally nothing else to do? Oh, but if it's that or that, then relax. You're old. Go fishing. Priority 2 is fishing. Go fishing. Should build you a jetty or something so you can go fishing. Well, whatever, Tim. You know what I mean. I'm not like one of those. I'm not like an environmentalist type. I'm more thinking of just what can I do to sort of make things a little bit more stable than, oh fuck, we can't get to the supermarket because, you know, COVID whatever's come. I'm going to level with you. The thing that really did affect me was COVID. That dramatically changed my way of thinking. When COVID hit and it was full lockdown, like, you know, that moment where it was like, okay, we don't know how fucking deadly this thing is. Full lockdown. When that happened, I felt like an acute sense of helplessness, which has affected me, frankly. It's changed the way in which I'm sort of approaching things. I felt helpless because I'm an asthmatic. Therefore, getting this thing was like, I don't want to say uniquely scary for me, but it frightened me. It wasn't a case of, oh, I'll have a sniffle for a while. If ever you've had an actual asthma attack, you will probably appreciate the danger of COVID. Hang on a minute. Sorry, I interrupted Blue Nose his meal. So I picked up like during COVID, I picked up like a small stash of like food and bits in the corner of the room to go into lockdown, and I liked it. I liked having that control. Hang on. Okay, get it sealed. Okay, good. The freezer has been sealed. Lovely. Oh, look. Wonderbart is learning a lesson. Is it working? So, learning a lesson. Does he have to be... Does someone have to assist him? Clean the classroom. Oh, I see. It counts as a classroom. Okay. Beef says, I don't have asthma, but I'm a fat bastard. I know what it feels like to be out of breath. Tying my shoes. Oh, fuck. Rightis says, I do have asthma, but not an asthma attack. Type 1, but you were still at high risk. Yes, a true asthma attack is a frightening experience, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody, frankly. It is really, really quite scary. Alright. Why am I still using the paste machine instead of cooking? Well, the paste machine has numerous strong advantages for a RimWorld colony, even in the late game. It's fairly gross and it gives a minor debuff, but it does ensure that one of your colonists is not locked down pretty much all day cooking. It completely eliminates the risk of food poisoning, which is a fairly significant risk if you have people with low cooking skill, which we do. And it also extends the duration of your supplies. It's generally a good idea to keep a nutrient paste dispenser operational, even in a fully healthy colony. Because look, the penalty is... what? Where's the debuff? 8 paste. Oh, does he like it? I was sorry, I was looking at it, wasn't I? No, 8 without a table. Okay, we need to fix that too. The penalty is very minor. Okay. So there. There, -4. It's fine. It's totally manageable. Alright. Hi there, Christopher. Yes, indeed. I would like to go fishing again soon, but the heat wave in the UK put paid to those plans. Right. Oh, look. Caught some more fish. Right, so blue nose, but yeah, so I just need to keep my builder fully going. Good, so he sealed the outer part of the base. Now he's getting this part operational. Good. Okay. So, so get that cooler going. So what's the temperature? So 21 degrees in that rec room. Good, good. Alright. Nice. We could always expand the freezer this way, couldn't we? So we may as well build do we have a limestone? Yeah. Extend the limestone wall this way. Right. And put down a steel door here. Good man. And can you extend the power cables, please? Extend them through the wall this way, and then through... Oh, we'll need to turn that from a limestone into a proper formal wall. Okay, it's going to be too much effort for now. So, please instead... go power conduit. Just stick it this way for the moment. And please prioritize that, because we need to get this operational. Reduce the temperature on this cooler down to, say, -6. And get this room... Hang on. Yeah, might just be wise getting this wall on. There we go. Good man. Yep, please focus on it. There we go. Does the cooler have power? The cooler does not have power because it's going to the wrong location. Now it does. Okay, lovely. So let's now get this fully sealed. Where are you going? Off to rest? No rest for the wicked, sorry. You've still got plenty of energy. Right. Yeah, get this done. Get this freezer set up, and then we're going to divide up this room into 2 separate rooms and probably make a couple of bedrooms. Temporarily, of course. Hi there, Wolf. You're thinking of working in the UK. Are there any tips you can give me? This is going to sound rather weird, and I can assure you that I'm not one of these people, so please don't judge me accordingly. Please base your decision on working in the UK, whether or not you are in the UK, and if you are not yet in the UK, and this is where I need to pick my words very carefully, maybe make sure that you're identifiably English from a distance. Basically, I'm just going to say it. Things are getting fucking right-wing in the UK. Things are really taking a turn into the right wing. Yeah, don't come to the UK if you're not identifiably English-looking. I know that sounds weird. But things are feel like something bad is on the horizon in the UK. I actually told Cyanide, please don't come to England. This was years ago, and that back then it wasn't as bad as it feels now. Is there a reason for that? Yeah, there is. There is. It's big and it's complicated, and I don't really want to go into it. Fuck it, I'll cover it extremely briefly. Extremely high-level problem is that the UK has numerous very sort of systemic issues that we can't deal with, but that information gets flattened when it comes to things like propaganda, so people look for easy solutions that can solve it. You've got the problem of... so you've got this problem where there are 2 types of parties. There's the status quo party and there's the fuck it party. And the status quo parties are saying, let's keep everything the same, but make, say, 4%, 5% changes here, there, this, there, or the other. And most political parties are either that or, fuck it, let's do something different. And the problem is status quo parties are not working for people because of systemic issues that I just mentioned with cost of living and everything, and Brexit and everything. Status quo is not working. So just like before with the Brexit vote, there is feels like a big internal swing to sort of, fuck it, let's do something new. And on that front, you don't have many options that aren't the right wing. On top of that, you've got the typical right wing, the Conservatives, where people would normally send their vote, and they have been absolutely pants-on-head foolish for the last 15 years. We've had a long period of conservative rule where we basically watched them blunder from one incredibly avoidable issue to the next under increasingly clownish leaders. So because of that, the people that would normally vote right are going to vote past them, probably further right than they would normally. And the third issue is that it's a huge hot button in the United Kingdom, a hot button propaganda problem is immigration. Whether it's good or bad or whatever, it is still something that is being repeatedly slammed again and again and again by propagandists as something that British people care about. And that's spiked out of control over the last few years for, again, a series of complicated reasons. And because of that, yeah, so it feels like, collectively, there's going to be a hard swing towards the right wing. That's just what it feels like. Maybe it won't. Hopefully it won't. But it feels like we're being put in a position where people will vote for a fuck it, let's do something different. Yeah. Anyway. So sorry. I know I just went fucking into the politics there, but something bad feels on the horizon because a series of forces that are colluding or like have aligned. Yeah. So just the honest answer. Maybe avoid the UK if you're looking for a place to work. Right. So, anyway, what's going on? So, so it's night time now, so yeah, we've got the night shift. Sorry to keep you awake for so long, Blue Nose Bear. Actually, you're nearly done. Can I just get you to finish? If we can seal that freezer, that would be fantastic. Okay. Oh, hang on, we don't need these anymore. We can, yeah, of course, I've already marked them for deconstruction. The coolers are consuming quite a lot of wood, you see, so let's get rid of them in favour of proper air conditioning. It does render us a bit vulnerable in the event of a low power situation, and we don't have any backup power systems. When was the last time I went to London? Quite a while ago, I'm afraid. And I've never lived there. Alright. Boomalope meat has rotted away in storage. Whoops, did I accidentally store some on a cupboard shelving unit? I must have done. Whoops. You don't have to deconstruct, just leave them unfueled? Oh, really? No, we'll deconstruct them. Alright. There we go. Well, get that door on and then it's sealed. Okay, lovely. Let's now move the freezer. So mark all of this as the new freezer. And we should, I hope, be able to dump all of the warm air up the chimney there. Alright. And solid. Excellent. Sorry, for those just joining, not sure what they're looking at, you're looking at a group of 7 raiding, supremacist, proselytizing, not sure really, like strong defeats the weak type raider faction. We're going to say that, we're being inspired by the Hollow novel that this gentleman, Sir Hooke, has written. And so these men are just sort of trying to dig in and survive. We've been attacked multiple times, but we're okay. We do need to get the smithy going so we can make some decent weapons, that's for sure. So let's go to production. The electric smithy. Let's mount it here where the butcher table used to be. Let's also... Okay, good. So now that that's done, remove this freezer. Remove the Leave that. Well, no, remove it all because it's wood. We'll make it out of proper lime. No, we're removing it eventually. Keep it wood. So remove this, please. Remove all of these hoppers. Oh, look. Lots of losing relations. Okay. Yeah, we'll make these 2 bedrooms just to have a couple of places for people to sleep. Plus, they'll have the air conditioning. Is Sir Hook embracing aging or attempting to defy it? Good luck with that. Oh, no, hang on. I think you're right. Isn't that a thing? Isn't that a thing? Of course, because you can literally in the last playthrough, like the high-end, whatchamacalled it? The rejuvenation pods. Oh, sorry, he'll be long dead by the time we get that technology. You're right. I can put him like for like half a season. I can put him in a pod that will reverse his age by like 1 year. Oh god, yeah, by the time we get that tech, he'll be toast. Right. Right, so Blue Nose has gone to bed. Good man. Egleb, the medieval lordling, is going to have to work on the building in the meantime, but you're not very good, are you? Skill of 1. A vanilla Ugot. Okay. What's that thing? Baby decoration. Right, what are you doing? Removing the pathway. Okay, you can deconstruct this at the very least, and then help Comots move some of the food. No, you can't. You'll never do hauling. Outside in the field, Pythonicus is harvesting the rice. The water, yeah, the riverbanks are still burst. Holy shit. This is the normal position of the river. Look at it. You can put him in cryosleep before you get that research. It's going to be a long time since we get access to cryosleep. Alright. Good. The freezer is fully operational. The ancient dangers have cryo. Yes, but you cannot move them. And the nearest ancient danger will be well outside of our defenses. Plus, the ancient danger will kill all of us. Okay. Hi there, Duck. Hope you're well. Okay, Egleb's having a swim in the tobacco field. As you do. Right. Yeah, we should get like a jetty or something for Sir Hook. Also, you need to get a bit more wood for us, sir. Alright. What's Comots the convict doing? Off to go get some wood. Good man. Pythonicus the slave. Hyperweaved pants. Trousers even. Would you kindly chop down a few trees, Pythonicus? Get some additional piles of wood that we can utilize? Thank you. Right. Ah, good, good, good. Okay, so wooden wall. Extend the wooden wall. Again, keep it simple for the moment. Keep it simple. We'll rip it all up later. Let's just get some bedrooms going. Right, basic wooden, and yes. So start moving. So move that wooden door over here. And instead, in its place, put a wall. Right. And we'll have the child's bedroom here. And who else requires a bedroom? I don't think anyone has a... Well... no, I think that's it. Just the one bedroom. Yeah, move that there. We can use... Yeah, put something else there then. Or like a prisoner room or something. Yes, indeed. Egleb's bedroom still has no flooring. Oh, look at that. Is Egleb teaching the lesson? Teaching a lesson. He is. Is he getting any benefit for it? High expectations. Burning passion for his work. Really? Social. Bio. Social. Ah, it's part of the social skill. There we go. Ah, there we go. How cool is that? They're talking about recruiting prisoners. Oh, look at this. How cool. Egleb is talking about console etiquette. How cool. The child is learning in a freezing classroom because the goddamn fridge is still... Okay, let's make it a more comfortable temperature. Instead of -4, the poor kid's teeth are chattering. Let's improve the temperature. A floor is subsiding? Oh, so flooding is subsiding. I thought it says flooring is subsiding. Also, that's a cobra in the middle of the river. Oh, Sir Hook is quite upset. Quite hungry. Stop fishing, go eat something. Your mood is shit. Alright. Whoops, we have not properly configured the storeroom. Please only store food. Food that is not rotten. Please also put animal corpses. Animal corpses that are not rotten. Start hauling them out of this room. Into the freezer. Thank you. Sir Hook, please come inside, have some food, and also have some, maybe some ambrosia fruit or something. And also let's modify the zone for the doggy. Where's the doggy? So area 1. Please let the dog roam into this room. And don't let it roam into the new freezer. Alright. And into the rec room. It's a parrot. Thank you, Iron. Thank you very much there, Iron. Oh, there we go. The river's nice. Thank you kindly, Iron. Yes, we should definitely put down some crops in the fertile riverbank there. Fertility is 140%. Cobra in the spuds, is there? Oh yeah, there's a cobra in the spuds. A large predatory snake. Cobras can be highly aggressive if provoked, and their bite injects venom into the toxic venom into the victim. Ooh. What happened to the boomalopes? 2 exploded. 1 went away. The resulting infection caused a... we couldn't save Blue Nose's arm. He had a burn, the burn became infected, and he lost his arm as a result. Which was a huge bugger. Hi there, Fancy Cobra. Yes, you're in the spuds, apparently. Also, here in the UK, in this bungalow, I keep catching spiders because it's so fucking warm that all the spiders are hyperactive. There was a small baby house spider, like a wolf spider, that was running around. And it was tiny. It was so fast, I couldn't believe how quick it was. But I managed to get it in a pint glass and scoop it up with a little piece of card, and then gingerly and carefully carry it out in my garden, where I subsequently deployed it amongst my potatoes. I was like, go eat the fuckers that are in my vegetable plot. Go. Then I turned around to discover that a bee had gotten underneath the netting, which totally defeats the point of the netting. It's supposed to keep the flies out. The netting over my cabbages, so I gingerly lifted up the netting to let Mrs. B on her way. I'm like, bloody insects! Okay. Good. So, Blue Nose Bear is awake and is putting down some, planks on the what will be a temporary bedroom over here. The child, Wanderbart, would you mind assisting? Yeah, so many hands make light work. Could everyone please quickly assist moving all of the food? No stack to merge it into? Surely. Oh, I probably selected the... Oh, I see, there's still a hopper under there. Yeah, deconstruct these hoppers, if you please. Deconstruct all of these hoppers, and then we can... Where's Blue Nose? After your game of chess, please deconstruct the hoppers. Alright. We could do with a bit more wood. Where's Pythonicus the slave? Off planting some smoke leaf. Let's... Yes, would you mind please going to get a bit more wood out back? Thank you. And since I can now see the river, maybe I should take a moment to stick down some proper fields over there. What should we grow? What's the limits of what we can grow? I believe Sir Hook has... Yeah, so it's a burning passion and a skill of 14. So there's probably not a great... Yeah, hang on a minute. Do you think we can grow Devil Strand? Cargo pods have been detected. That's the first time I've seen that. No, I think Devil Strand will be too sensitive. Nutrifungus, fiber corn... Psychoid plants. Not that we can process them. They're putting the food in the wrong stockpile, are they? Okay, I'll have a look. Yeah, we'll go with psychoid plants. Oh yeah, whoops. Yeah, I need to sort out... This is just a very general stockpile. Yeah, no food in that stockpile, please. Alright. Okay, good man. Please get to work on the bedroom over here, Blue-Nosed Bear. Oh, I see. It's a research project, Devil Strand. For those who don't know what Devil Strand is, it's a type of red mushroom with a sort of... is it a veil? What's it called? Like a mushroom sometimes has like a fabric almost that comes down from beneath it. And it's been genetically engineered to be very soft and tear resistant. So you can make fabric out of it. Alright. So cargo pods, what's this? Ooh, hello. Some bison wool, weirdly. 134 units of bison wool. We may as well grab it. Comots the convict, would you please go down there and start hauling down some bison wool? We might have to put a place to properly store it. Let's, for now, in Comots' room, put a stockpile zone dedicated only to fabrics and other sort of leathers and stuff like that. So the preferred location for raw resources, not plant matter. Maybe not, actually. Is it manufactured? Yes, textiles. Please start putting textiles over there. What's my opinion on the Odyssey DLC? Well, I haven't played a huge amount of it yet. Right. Please stock weapons and armor on these shelves here. Alright. Good, good. Right. No, it's installed, Arcama. I'm seeing many of the Odyssey things. Am I not? Right. Many of the additions that are happening are from Odyssey, I would assume. Okay. Fishing? Mm-hmm. I'm sure you can point them out better than I could. Yeah, the new music? Okay, so the only person currently awake is Bloodwell, who is a 48-year-old tribal bully. We still need to convince him to join us, but he's having a bit of a... Yeah, so we're getting there. His faith is slowly being chipped away. Alright. Good, good. You just got back from an exam, enjoying some pizza. Enjoy, egomania. See, interestingly, so when I take Lulu for a walk, I've been noticing that there are these little pop-up, you know those... Imagine a trailer that's pulled by a car, but it's like a little like coffee thing, like a little coffee pop-up thing. And it's been great because it can pop up wherever it needs to go. So it sort of turns up on like a dog walking location, and I'm like, oh, coffee, yes, please. So I pop in, I pop up to the trailer, I get a coffee, and then just head off with Lulu in her pram. But then another thing that I've noticed is that I think the owner of that patch of land has realized that they can have pop-up trailers, and presumably they're getting a fee or something. So I've seen other things turn up, and the other thing that turned up the other day was pizza. And it sort of like struck me as strange, because sure, pop-up coffee, fine, great, you know, whatever, I'll have a coffee, it's caffeine, yes please. But like, pizza's heavy. Pizza's a sit down and, well, not sit down, but it's like, let's have a pizza, like a meal thing. I'm not so sure I'd be like, fancy a random, well, I'm not saying pizza's bad, but it seems like a weird, it's like a pop-up item. It's not like a snack food. Yeah, it seems by the slides, but even still. Right. Okay, so Sir Hook, the author, is asleep. Blue-Nosed Bear has woken up again. It's 2 in the morning. They're off to, yeah, so finish these bedrooms. Good. So the child Wonderbart now has his own room. But obviously these are made out of wood, and they're not the best. Yeah, so we need to keep expanding this way. Good. We have a butcher location. Soon to have a kitchen. Okay. So we'll try to keep these as clean as we can. Flooring-wise, what do we have available? What's nice and clean? Steel tiles. Cleanliness. Probably the best choice for now. Obviously quite expensive. And they're certainly not sterile tiles, but keeping the kitchen clean is going to be very important. Same with the freezer, frankly. Alright. Won't the tiny room with the hot side of the air conditioning be a problem? Which one, sorry? Tiny room with the... This one. That's a chimney. So it's there's no roof on it. Ta-da. Oops. Yeah, so that will just lead straight to the outside. Okay. Let's make it 22 degrees in there. -6 in the freezer. How's the temperature? So it's about 15 degrees outside. Okay. So even in a jungle, as in autumn, approaching winter, it's getting cooler. Thank you, Fadrana. Thank you very much, Fadrana. Alright. Yes, indeed, we did, Ryodoz. It was a spectacular finale. The last RimWorld playthrough was spectacular. For those who didn't know what happened, briefly summarizing what happened is that I found an escape ship on the ice, and when we arrived, we sent a Pathfinder team. Hi there, Frederick. We sent a Pathfinder team to secure it, and then eventually started building up around it, bringing more and more of the colony. We built a fortress, and when we started up the ship, it let off a signal which indicated to everyone on the RimWorld that a spaceship was charging up. We were attacked by armies. And we held the fucking line. Blood, tears, it was incredible. Rockets were screaming back and forth. There was this moment where like a huge raiding force was coming, imagine like coming this way, and they found this bunker system and they basically blasted their way in it. And then one of my other colonists, I think it was Birdie the Betrayer, stood up here from her bunker, ran out into the snow, and then fired a rocket straight through the slit, which exploded, killing so many. It was a doomsday rocket that we'd stored for that purpose. Yeah, it was the most incredible fight. And I was blasting the RimWorld theme, the Battlestar Galactica themes, Mech Warrior themes. Yeah, it was awesome. Why has the bedroom got no flooring? It's a temporary room. Yeah, if we've got some spare wood, we may as well quickly put down a bit of extra wood. Oh, no, wait, what is that? A marshy soil, apparently. Oh, can we not? Maybe we can't. Okay. So Blue-Nosed Bear, the 49-year-old space janitor, is just working on a little tile path for us. Okay. Good, good. That just helped, yeah, a bit of movement speed to get around the place. But what we really need right now, then, we need to get the smithy operational. Would you kindly get some steel and go and work on the smithy? Komotz, the 25-year-old convict, is refueling a passive cooler. Please don't bother. Well, yeah, okay, maybe do that one for the moment. Actually, no, please don't do that one. Instead, we'll work on that vent to transfer the heat from room to room. Also, close the workshop door, please. Egleb, the feudal lordling, is currently going over some documents, trying to do some research. And Sir Hook, the elderly author, is fishing. Good man. Frederick says, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, everything is temporary. That's why my bedroom still has a dirt floor. Yeah. Frederick, do you know what's on the floor of my bedroom? Ants. It's so hot in the UK that the ants have decided that they're not going to bother with the hot weather outside. They're going to come indoors. And I'm like, excuse me? I wake up and there's ants all over my bedroom floor. So I decided to give them a little gift. Normally, I love ants. I'm an ant guy. I've got an ant farm next to me. I do love ants, but these ants can fuck off. So I decided to get a small plastic pot, and in that plastic pot is some syrupy material, and in that syrupy material is some ant poison. And I put it down in the corner beneath the furniture, and like beneath this sort of like opening chest, this wooden chest. Imagine a footlocker, but made out of wood. So I slid it under there and I left it alone for a few hours, and I came back in the afternoon and there were hundreds of them crawling over it. Hundreds and hundreds of ants. But I went back this morning and they've all disappeared, which is good. So either they've all gone back to their nest and died, or they're plotting something. Okay. Yeah, I must admit, I have mixed feelings. I do love ants. Again, I have an ant farm next to me. Ants are cute. But I can't have pests in my bedroom. It's gross. And they always find a way in. Yeah, ants are cute. Little cute thing. When you look at them under a magnifying glass, they just be cute. Okay. Animal starvation. Oh no. Pharaoh is still locked in the bedroom. Sorry, Pharaoh. You're now unrestricted. Come get some kibble. In fact, no, not unrestricted. Just put you in area 1 so you can go everywhere but the freezer. Sorry, my bad, Pharaoh. Alright. That bloody cobra's still there. Be careful. Alright. So, keep everyone busy. Blue-Nosed Bear is working on the paved tiles. What's more important? Would you please get a bed for the slave Pythonicus? You may as well build a few beds at the same time because we can move them around. Please build 3 beds. Here. Pythonicus the slave, could you please make sure that we have plenty of wood from mature trees? Thank you. Yes, our dependency on wood is being reduced steadily, which is great. Lovely. And then, Egleb the medieval lordling, I need you to do something that you've not done in a long time. We've built a smithy. You of all people, Egleb, would be the best person to be... So, he was 19 and a feudal lordling. So, yeah. You'd be the most capable of knowing how to make a sword. So, the smithy. Electric smithy. Let's make some simple helmets for combat would also be a good idea. If you're going to get shot in the head with a bullet, better a piece of metal than a fucking cowboy hat. Make me some gladius swords, please. Oh, look. They're actual kid helmets. That's concerning. A simple helmet, sized for children. It gives moderate protection against sharp attacks. Not effective against blunt weapons. That said, if this is being used in combat, something has gone very wrong. Yes. A child's helmet. Right. Please make me some swords and some maces. Make 5 gladiuses, so we can obviously control the quality, and 5 maces. Right. And make sure that the only person who will ever do this is Egleb. Hang on a minute. So Blue-Nosed Bear also has a... Well, you've only got 1 arm. Yeah. Egleb. You're the best person for this job. Good man. Off he goes. Alright. Look at this little terror. I don't know if you can hear, but she's snoring. Yeah, and zoom in. Hang on. Also, it's not in the room right now, but Lulu has a little push pram, and yesterday some orthopedic, memory foam stuff arrived, and I cut it to shape. So inside her pram, she's got like a nice soft padding, and yeah, she gets to sort of ride in style. This morning we took a walkies, and again she got as far as she could, but she got to about probably like say 200, 300 meters. It wasn't that far, to be honest. And then a combination of achy limbs and heat was too much. So I scooped her up, put her in the pram, and then pushed her the rest of the way, and she loved it. And she saw an old lady, and the old lady gave her some treats from the pram and doted on her. Yeah. Thank you, Trotsky. Thank you very much, Trotsky. Also, Jesus Christ. The dog has caught fire. What happened there? A short circuit event next to the dog. Put out Pharaoh quickly. Quickly. Oh, put Pharaoh out. Extinguish Pharaoh. Pharaoh's okay. Oh, you poor dog. Anyway, once again, I'm going to say something a little bit dodgy. Also, yesterday I was walking Lulu, and there was a lady. So I turned a corner, and I looked to my left, and walking down sort of in a right angle on the street next to me, quite close to me, was a lady wearing like swimwear, basically, like really like skimpy clothing. She was tall, she was blonde, she had sunglasses on, and she was wearing like, imagine. I'm not even sure how to describe it. Like like a sports bra. So it's like think a bikini, but it's not like boobs out. It's more like a sports bra thing. And then how to describe it? Like picture underwear, but it's like a very sharp triangle. If that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it. Like it's straight up from the hips, straight down to the bottom, then up again. Anyway, so I turned around and I looked, so all sounds great so far, right? But then here's the bad part. She was like, or looked like, in her late 50s. Like, it was, it was not appropriate attire at all. It's like elephant skin. It's like, It was not good. Thank you, Vegna. Thank you very much, Vegna. Yeah, is that what is it? I'm trying to think of the name of the actor. Is that sort of where you sort of shiver with disgust gif? Like, Yes, indeed. You respect her confidence. Confident, but wrinkly. Very wrinkly. Alright. Wait a minute. We have an additional wild boar. Hey! Who would like to be a wild boar? Bear in mind, you're probably going to get eaten, so hope you have a boar fetish. Hang on. Let's go with... Not Bad Eye says not me. Not Bad Eye. There you go. Wait, hang on. Not Too Bad Eye. There you go. Not Too Bad Eye. The piglet. Shocked face. Alright. Okay, so Hook the author, you're off fishing again. So, I mean, typically, the reason he's off fishing is because I've deprioritized working the fields. Because I was having you tame animals. But, are there any other animals you could tame? The boomalopes are back, but I deem them too dangerous. Alpacas are good. More wild boar, but how far away are they? Way too far. The panthers will attack you. Oops, hello. Yeah, that panther is still here. Okay, so sadly there are no animals close enough to be safely tamed. I mean, there might be a couple of alpaca up here. Could be worth it, actually. Why not? Attempt to tame the alpaca, please, Sir Hook. Okay. So long as they are safely on this side of the river and away from panthers. Right. Yes, there are random fish sitting on the riverbed. Let's have the child go get them. SD Pepper says, on my run the other day, on the other day, I saw a woman in a bikini getting ready to go into a lake. Sorry, getting ready to go to a lake, an enormous arse. I didn't have the heart, I think he's trying to say, to tell her the eater wasn't safe for swimming. The water wasn't safe for swimming? Then again, they were getting in right next to the sign that said exactly that. Oh, really? SD Pepper says, sorry, I typed like a moron. Yes, you did. Saying it how it is. Right. Okay, so the author is fishing. Blue Nose Bear the builder is off to work on a pathway. Would you kindly... Yeah, could I get you to work on the freezer over here, please? That's top priority. Actually, the beds will be a better priority. Please get these beds built so we can make sure that everyone has a bed, and we also need to assign an area for like a med bay or something. Like here, maybe? Might be a bit too close to the defenses, but for now. Okay. Right, when is the next ritual? Not for some time. We do have that mission that we need to do. There's a thing that we need to go and acquire. Where is it? And there are sites nearby that we can raid, so long as we have the food. I wonder if it might be a good idea to prepare some meals. Maybe go and attack something for fun. Let's get the weapons first. We need the weapons. And whatever armor we can acquire, but it's a plan. So that's where we abandoned before. Hang on. Where is it? Sorry. We saw, we had like a quest to go and get an item, didn't we? The search for the super chalice. Where are you? The super chalice. Accept. Oh, accept? Search for the super chalice. Where is it? Does it appear if I undo? Oh, watch for opportunities to gather information about the super chalice. Okay. Right. What's that? Sorry. Ancient complex nearby. Ooh. What the hell is that thing? Strange. Okay. Yeah, let's get some weapons and equipment. Right. Any mode to have a long dong in this game? I imagine there's probably many. Thank you, Chatty McChatface. Thank you, Chatty. Alright. Good. You've made one bed. Please go make some more. Yep, top priority, please. And we can swap out any shitty beds with the good beds and remake them. Right. And make sure that Blue Nose Bear is aesthetic, so he prefers having a shitty bedroom, so make sure he gets a rubbish one. I think he also likes, someone said he likes just a shitty fabric bedroll, so there's another thing we can do. Alright. Also, while the fence is down, while the flood waters have receded, we should probably try and get a fence in. So deconstruct all of this. And make some proper fences. Alright. Don't block some of the fertile territory, though. So we'll go this way. Keep the river from bursting its banks. Alright. Right, so Sir Hook is off to tame an alpaca. Nope, he's decided that it's too rubbish outside, he's going off the bed. Okay. Good. The larger freezer is ready. We've got quite a bit of food. The butcher table here is ready. Excellent. With the jobs transferred to make kibble. Good. Yes, we should certainly consider maybe building this way. Additional storerooms, additional everything. Well, we might as well build either way, to be honest. If we go north, we'll also be able to absorb the steam geyser into our defences. Okay. I've also noticed that both prior attacks came over here. I wonder if it might be a good idea to put a small bunker, a defensive bunker in this position, so we can do some bang bang, pew pew, shoot at the incoming attackers. That's probably not a bad idea. Let's get that done now before we get into trouble. So, build a small pew pew bang bang bunker and fallback position. We'll break this down. Although bear in mind that I can't... Okay, hang on. So put the back side of the wall there. Right. So we run in, shoot, bang bang, fall back. If they breach the bunker, we can always put a second bang bang pew pew position here. Alright. Build a bridge, funnel them in. Well, hang on. Shallow moving water. Moving speed, walking speed 30%. If they take this route, then, you know, hooray. So slow themselves down. Alright. Protect the pigs. Yes, indeed. We should really put the pigs in their own big pen outside, like here or something. And then only pull them in when shit is hitting the fan. Or shit is flying towards the fan. Okay. What happened to the boomalopes? There were 3. 2 exploded and were eaten. 1 went away. We released it. They were collectively too dangerous to try and tame. Alright. Let's also take a moment to just build that larger pen. Build it here. It's only cheap wood. Easy to manufacture. Put a couple of fence gates here and maybe here and put a pen marker in the middle. Alright. Mr. Kick says, do you know that you can schedule the keeping of animals, meaning you can set the amount of animals you want to keep of each type? I believe so, yes, but I've never done it. There's like a slaughter thing, isn't there? Yeah, is this it? Good shout. Yeah, make a little stable or something so the pigs can hide from the rain. Hang on. Furniture. What am I looking for? Looking just for a wooden structure. Again, something small, inexpensive. And put a little. Not a wooden. What am I looking for? It's like a little fabric gate thing, isn't it? Fence. Do we have it? Oh, there it is. Animal flap. Animal flap. Make it out of pig skin. Seems dark. This is what will happen to you if you don't cooperate. And yeah, just do that. And maybe put some straw or something. Do we have straw? Requires hay. We don't have hay. Okay. Never mind. We don't have hay. Well, we should grow some hay then. Okay. So put down grow zone over here. And over here next to the river. Grow some hay. Right next to the corpses. Yummy. Hay. Maybe we should shimmy the decomposing decomposing bodies slightly further down the river. Right. Delightful. That's true. Now that we have refrigeration, maybe we should stick the dead bodies in with the pigs. How long am I going? How long am I going to stream for? Says Knight. What's the time? So probably another half hour because I really do have to go get on with the editing today. For those who are just passing through, please know that I'm working on a DayZ bullshittery amazingly after all this time. I last week went through a whole bunch of streams for DayZ, and I've got something like 175 to 195 clips that I can use, which is a huge amount. Your average bullshittery uses about 40 clips-ish. So I've been going through and preparing a cut on the timeline this week. It's day 4. It's going fine. I've got the rough shape of a bullshittery. I'm just going to keep polishing it and refining it. And what the fuck was that noise? The hell was that? Oh, it's a cobra. Oh, cobra's eating a guinea pig. Oh, oh, well, that's nature. Thank you, Thozzle. Thank you very much, Thozzle. Right. Yep. What's Tuesday for the cobra is doomsday for the guinea pig. You're right, honey. Hello.
You okay?
Look at her.
You're right, sweetie. Yeah.
She's fine. In her belly, she's got a bit of leftover chicken, which has been mixed with some kibble. She's also got some salmon biscuits, and she's had some, like, pork, what is it, like a lamb jerky or something, while riding in her pram this morning. She's fine. Right. Okay, so the author, Sir Hooke, is attempting to tame the guinea pig that we accidentally set fire to. Don't ask. Oh, it worked. We've now tamed a guinea pig. I thought we could train it to attack and attack guinea pig. Hang on. Dog. Okay. Let's give the guinea pig a name. Didn't I say it was going to be Q? Yeah. Right. Quebec. Quebec the guinea pig. Quebec the female guinea pig. Right. Are there any male guinea pigs out there? We can start breeding guinea pigs. Right. Chinchillas. There are 2 guinea pigs. One's here. It's a male. Why not? Mark it for taming. A dead alpaca. The panther must have killed it. We should retrieve it for food. It'll decompose in 2 days. Commots the convict, after your game of chess, would you kindly go and retrieve the dead alpaca? Right. Right. So Sir Hooke is off to go try to tame an alpaca. Blue Nose Bear, what are you doing? Ah, good. You're working. Just the wall comes down and Bloodwell is stirring in bed. Morning! Blue Nose Bear just walks straight through. Bit rude. Right. Okay, let's move one of those beds over here for Pythonicus, so he doesn't have to sleep on the floor. Egleb, the medieval lordling, is currently butchering that guinea pig, or what's left of it. Just wipe the venom off, it'll be fine. Alright. Commots has got the alpaca. What's Pythonicus the slave doing? Planting some shoots of the psychoid plant. Could you instead, please, go and get some wood in this general area for the sake of building the pen to keep the wild boar outside? We'll bring them in a raid or danger or whatever. We'll bring them in. But for now, please just get an outside pen. Thank you. Dog. Right, Egleb. Once again, you can attempt to convert Bloodwell. So when Bloodwell wakes up... So why are you awake? Night owl in the daytime. Oh, of course, I set you on a recreation... Whoops. Yeah, because you were depressed, so I told you recreation only. But you're enjoying your work, so please continue. You're currently working on a gladius sword. So So once you finish that, that'll be a very useful weapon. Blue Nose Bear the Space Janitor has mounted a vent, which means that the temperature between these two rooms will be equalized, and that passive cooler can be used between the two. Please go and move that bed for the Pythonicus the Slave, and then deconstruct these two passive coolers. Alright. Hi there, SD Peppers. Sorry, hi, SD Peppers is speaking to someone else. Yes, it is a little bit cooler in the UK now. It's nice. Right, remove that. Hang on. This is now for Pythonicus. No? Yes? No? For slaves. There we go. For Pythonicus. And remove that. Okay. Yeah, hi there, Jinx. Alright. Yeah, we need to get those limestone blocks in. Make the floor nice and smooth. Oh, no, wait, what are you doing? Oh, I see. You're building up the bunker over here. Yeah. Let's get a defensive bunker built over here. And then put down a couple of holes in it for shooting positions. Same here, please. And, yeah, in the event of danger, we'll basically shoot, fall back. Okay. Right. Pythonicus the Slave, good man. Could you please get as much as you can? Chop down as many trees as you can. There we go. Right. Eggleb is off to go and get some more steel. Oh wait, have you finished the first gladius? Where is it? You did! A normal quality gladius. Okay. Let's give that over to Comots over here. The convict. He reaches down and he picks up a gladius sword. So, steel gladius. A short sword of ancient design, good for stabbing or slashing. It's light and nimble, which sometimes lets it beat bigger, heavier weapons. Okay, so 7.52 melee damage per second with 23% melee armor penetration. The previous weapon had only 6.04 melee damage and only 18% armor penetration. That spear. Okay. So, Comots here is an escaped convict with a burning passion for fighting and melee, but more importantly, the brawler trait. Comots likes to fight, up close and personal. His accuracy is greatly increased in melee combat, but he'll be very unhappy if asked to carry a range weapon. We'll get him some armor. Watch out for that snake. Alright. Astra says, I need a heart for one of my colonists. A group of children just arrived begging for herbal medicine. For a friend. You're having scruples. Yeah, why not? Go, take it. Take it. So Hook attempts to tame an alpaca. The hell was that? It's a parrot. Failed. 33% chance. It's cool that the parrots fly now. Okay. Yeah, things are steadily shaping up here. Room by room, things are shaping up. We have separate bedrooms now. Granted, most of them are still flammable. But we do have separate bedrooms. Okay. Please remove all textiles from these shelves. We have a dedicated textile storage area now. Right. Granted, it's Comots' bedroom, but again, we're just trying to remedy everything. Alright. That's marshy soil, so we're going to have to do something about that if we're going to build there. Yeah, good point, Umbra. I was copy and pasting the settings, wasn't I? But what's the link feature? What does this do? So link storage settings for multiple selected buildings, so they share storage settings. The group will start with the setting of whatever you select first. Oh, I see. Do I have to shift click maybe? Ah. Yeah, we should do that. Fuck it, let's do it now. So let's do it. So let's go here and go shelving units, bish, bash, and bosh. Then shift, 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 link settings. Ah, cool. Very cool. And then please specify that this is the storage location for textiles. Thank you. Comots, would you kindly get the wood for it? Blue Nose Bear, you're working on the exterior bunker. Would you kindly please go and work on the pen for the pigs? The pig pen. The bacon factory. In real life, folks, for those who are not familiar, I have a series of brick vegetable plots in my garden, and I've planted some potatoes of 2 different varieties. There are different types of potatoes, and they determine how long they last in storage, along with other qualities, such as colour and taste. Last year, I picked a type of potato that was known as a first early, which sounded like a good idea. I was taking advice from my mum. But my mum picked the first early potato because they grow very, very quickly, but she didn't account for the fact that they don't store well. The first early potato doesn't generally last in pantries. And I'm only one guy. There's only so many potatoes that I can eat. So this year, I'm going with something called main crop potatoes and second earlies. So the main crop will be harvested in like autumn or something. They take ages to grow, but they've got relatively thick skins that you typically see when, say, roasting potatoes. And they'll keep for ages. What's the name of the French bulldog, Prometheus? That's Lulu. So she's Lulu. Her name is she's nearly 10 years old very soon. In a few days, I believe. Yosh. And she's a little potato herself. Yeah. She's a huge cuddle bug, this one. 1 minute. Fuck, hang on. The moment you sit down, she's like, attention please. Whenever I have a guest or something, she acts like she's abused, like she's never had an ounce of attention in her life. Twittenroo in the chat has been dog-sitting her for quite a bit, so I'm sure Twittenroo's take on Lulu's behaviour will be illuminating. Oh, look. The Quebec, the guinea pig, is roaming. There's a cobra out there, Quebec the guinea pig. Unless you want to get bitten, I suggest you get inside. Right. Twitten says, licking when you stop, huffing when you stop. Right. Oh yeah, so let's put Egleb back on the nighttime schedule, shall we? There we go. And Bloodwell is awake during the research. Egleb just went to bed. What's the time? It's the evening, so you should be awake right now. So Egleb, the medieval lordling, wakes up, runs down into the research room, and once again challenges Bloodwell on his belief system about space. Ooh, we're nearly there. So we've almost broken down his certainty. He's nearly ready to join the manosphere-ish sort of fictional science fiction of the Hands of Hooke. Plate armor. So Smith suits of plate armor from metal or wood. This heavy armor noticeably slows movement but protects very effectively. Good. Plate armor. Let's have a look. So a full set of plate armor. Okay. View plate armor. Overlapping solid plates of armor covering the entire body from neck to feet. Okay. Movement speed is massively reduced. Okay. Nevertheless, having some of that for our melee fighters fighting indoors would be a good idea. So 80% reduction to sharp damage. That includes bullets. Blunt damage is only 40%. Heat, so flame, 54%. Okay. So, plate armor, please. Ah, none of the colonists have the necessary skill. Right. Egleb, are you closest? Well, you've got a burning passion and a skill of 5, so hopefully you will eventually learn how to make the plate armor. Twitten talking about Lulu says that... hang on, scrolling up. Twitten says, Lulu rests her head on my laptop when I try to get some work done. There's also the deep, long sigh, like you're the biggest disappointment in the world when you don't give her attention. Yeah, she's a little terror, she is. Oh yeah, what happened to the bison wool? Did we gather all of it? No, we didn't gather any of it. Okay, Bloodwell, can I get you to go out there and get it, please? Now that we've got the fabric storage location. For one of them. Egleb, can you work on that? Oh good, you've made another sword. A good quality, Gladius. Good man. Colony's advanced enough to be... Yeah, we need to get some chairs, don't we? Oh, you botched it. Okay, fuck it. Leave it for Blue Nose Bear. Yeah, we need some decent chairs, don't we? Okay, the child Wonderbart is awake and is off to go nature running, whatever the hell that is. Also, I just had a dark thought. Hang on. Where's the guinea pig? I did wonder what would happen. Hang on. We'll do it in the morning. What happens if we give the guinea pig speed? Thank you, Red Biscuiteer. Thank you very much, Red Biscuiteer. Right. Twitten says, Dear God, you do concern me sometimes. For science. Right. Comots the convict is awake. He walks into the room and Bloodwell tries to convince him that men were not meant to be living on a planet. We need to be in space, he says. The 7-year-old boy, Wonderbart, also walks in and quipped about wearing raincoats. Alright. Yeah, the rec room looks quite attractive. We should certainly get some more storage options because we've got a pile of wood in the corner. Alright. Ah, good. The cotton plants are nearly ready. Is the kid also a slave? No. Ah, good. Blue Nose Bet. Really? You botched the construction? You of all people? Okay, see, that worked. Now deconstruct that, please. Right, try again. Right, let's remove this stockpile location, because that's for, yeah, so that's for fabrics, for textiles. Wonderbart, would you please start moving it onto the shelving units? Thank you. And then Comots the convict, could you please go and get more of that bison wool? Don't let the monkeys shit on it. Thank you. Right. Slimy says, you remember when I was cool and popular? You do? I don't. Right. I have old man hobbies. I go fishing for fuck's sake. Right. Jinx is like, nope. Blue Nose Bear, what do you do? Yeah. Let's also get the wall in here. We need to really start replacing the bits that... Yeah, take out all this wood. It's too flammable. Alright. Please start removing this and that. Actually, hold the phone. Don't let the pigs out yet. Get their pen constructed. When you're done with that, Blue Nose Bear, could you please finish that limestone wall and then work on this wooden fence? Slave driver. Shouldn't the kid be in school? Yeah, what is the kid doing? So what's this? Learn. Oh, I see. The learning bar is near full. I'm with you. Okay. Is that it? No, I see. Learning, 91%. That's what the blue bar means. Okay. So I need to keep the bar... Does it need to reach 100%? Does it go down over time? Or oh, it does. Okay, it trickles down over time. So I wonder if the growth tier goes up as the learning goes... Hang on. Children progress through growth tiers over time. The higher the learning need, the faster they progress. Okay. When a growth moment comes at age 7, 10, and 13, the child's growth tier determines how many traits and passion options you can choose from. Right. So it'll move faster. Yeah, so they move higher up the growth tiers the further that bar is up. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Right, that sword, before I forget about it, let's get it in the hands of someone else who's very capable of fighting. Komots the Convict has a sword now. Bloodwell, you've got a plasteel blade. What sort of damage are we talking about? Go to your stats here. So you're in combat. So your melee DPS is 7.76. Your armor penetration is 15. 7.76, 15. Okay, could you please, when you wake up, get that? Hi there, Mr. Stromax. Oh yeah, my solar panels. You're right. My SEGS was approved, by the way. My application for SEGS. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mag. Thank you very much there, Mag. Mag, I applied for SEGS with the government. It's a scheme. I don't know why it's called SEGS, but it is. It's a scheme to basically sell electricity back to the grid with your solar panels, which is what I had installed over the last few weeks. And I've also been issued something called like a map, something thing. It's a number to do with what your serial number for your setup. So they can look at you and be like, he's generating this much energy, blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, look. So, Mag, we've got Quebec the guinea pig. Operation, administer go juice. There we go. Hang on. Dutifully, the guinea pig is heading... the guinea pig is eager for the go juice. Went straight to bed. Here we go. Whee! Right. So, go juice. A synthetic performance-enhancing drug developed for space marines during the early days of interplanetary warfare. Go Juice blocks pain, increases movement speed, and improves the user's melee and shooting abilities. The military chemists who created it were never able to remove its addictiveness. Some saw this as a downside. Others saw it as a benefit. Guinea pig on Go Juice. Oh. We've overdosed him! You gave him too much! A major drug overdose. Oh no. Oh, is it dead? We killed it. We killed him. We killed him. Oh no. Oh no. Well, we found out what happens when we give a guinea pig go juice. Oops. Right, we might need to dig a grave for guinea pig Quebec. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Jinx was an alpaca. Jinx was then eaten by a panther. And Q was a guinea pig who was subsequently had a severe drug problem and couldn't keep it under control. Hang on, go to build a grave for Quebec the guinea pig. Hang on, stick him over here. There we go. There we go. Go dig a grave. There we go. Comots is taking the guinea pig to the freezer, I'm sure. No, Comots is going to butcher the guinea pig. Can you not? Suspend. It's our pet, bro. Leave it alone. Leave the poor guinea pig alone. There we go. And bury the guinea pig. Right. Allow animal corpses. Don't eat the guinea pig. Will you not do hauling? Deliver. Consume. Allow fresh animal corpses. Yeah. Can we not? Right-click the grave? No, it's normally the guinea pig, like haul it or something. Or assign it like a bed, I'm with you. We can't. Oh. Why not? Yeah, well, time to get eaten. Guinea pig. Allow fresh, rotten, large, human-like. Could turn him into a guinea pig hat. Critical priority. Oh, there we go. There we go. Very, very Quebec the guinea pig. Beneath this live stream, folks, in the first tile is a Google sheet which lists all of the people in the colony. I'm sure we'll have an entry for Quebec the guinea pig. Rest in peace, you weird rodent. Okay, so let me just go to the wildlife tab and untick the tame the male guinea pig because our guinea pig breeding program has been put on hold. Sir Hook is disappointed and is coming back after his attempt to tame the male guinea pig. No, he's not. He's just going for a walk. Okay. Right, Blue-Nosed Bear. Could you please stop what you're doing? Go work on this, please. Comwat's the convict. Have you come back from bringing in the wool to the south? You did. Good man. We have some bison wool. Right, Blue Nose, please fix that huge hole in the bedroom. Pythonicus the slave, how's your current suppression even? 77%, that's good. Alright. Okay. Checking wool and leathers, we need to make some clothing, that's for sure. Okay, good. Hole repaired. Now, Commots, could you please go down here and finish building the fencing? Bloodwell the bully, could you also do the same, just to help, just to chip in, really? Everyone just get some wood, build this fence, and then we'll move the wild boar out there, because I believe, yeah, they're totally outstripping that pen of all the grass necessary to breed many piglets. Make piglets, make bacon and leather. Not great leather, but it's better than nothing. Alright. Bloodwell, stop trying to recruit people into your weird space religion. And also, let's put down some chairs, shall we? Some dining chairs, some stools. We'll just go with regular dining chairs. Build a whole bunch of them in the workshop. And then we'll start distributing them around the colony as we need them. Also, we should consider putting down an art table. We could do with some art. Where is it? Stonecutter's table, art bench. What does it require? Just make it out of wood and steel. We have plenty right about now. We'll move it somewhere a bit more appropriate later. Same with the smithy. Alright. Jinx says, a request for science, make Mag some random animal. Yes, we need to see who survives the longest. What sort of animal could Mag be? Is there an elderly animal, like an elephant or something? Yeah, there's a tortoise. Mag the tortoise. Female 37-year-old female tortoise. Hang on. Yeah, they're both 33-year-old and female. No, that one's 37. That one's older. Attempt to tame. Oh. No handler is capable of taming the tortoise. Okay. So the answer is no, I'm afraid. Hello. A conversion. Oh, what? Oh, look at this. Wonderful, we did it. Randomly. So Egleb, the medieval lordling, converted Bloodwell to his own ideologion. Bloodwell was convinced to join us at long last, abandoning his spaceborne ways to believe in the Hand of Hooke. For those joining the stream not sure what that is, we're doing a bit of a unique system to try and justify why we're playing as a supremacist, raiding, proselytizing faction that executes people, led to the Rimworld by the charisma of the aging novelist Sir Hooke. So our main guy, where is he? There. Mostly known for the Hooke series of human-centric post-apocalyptic holo novels, the survivors of the crash find themselves in an extremely unexpected position and suddenly wonder whether the brutal, human-first, iron-fisted rules of the Hooke setting were actually an instructions manual for building a great society. So, as a result, it's, we're taking on the rituals of the fiction as though they are real. Decapitations and slave gladiatorial arenas, lofty titles and raids. So, get these swords. Yeah, make another sword. Yeah, keep making swords and maces, frankly. Once we have the ability to make armor, we'll make it, and then we'll go and ambush some people on our first ever raid. Okay. We will need maces, though, rather than swords. Okay. Sir Hooke is fishing while standing amongst the fish, which is strange. Ah, good. The pen. What's Blue Nose doing? Off to work on that bunker again. Alright. Okay. Let's get some steel doors down. Put a steel door here. That's going to be open, so just leave it. Yep. And then we're just going to wait until the steel door is in. Then we cut all this away, and then we just got a quick shooting position to run out, shoot, and run back in. And please put a roof here in the event of like fallout or something, just to protect us from it. Okay. There's a panther in the pig pen. Fuck! There's a panther in the pig pen. Okay, that's scary. We need to deal with that. Pythonicus, go here. Blue Nose Bear, turn around with your shotgun. Bloodwell has his sword. Comets also has the sword. We're a bit more capable now. Pythonicus, I want you to go and retrieve the rifle. You're shit with it, but... Right, here we go. Let's deal with this panther, shall we? Move as one. Right, Pythonicus, could you attempt to shoot it, please? Take aim. You missed. You missed. It's running away. You hit it. Here it comes. It's coming straight for us. You missed. Okay, watch yourself. Good hit. Oh, good kill. Well done. Stand down, everyone. Pythonicus, please leave the rifle where you found it. And Bloodwell, please take the panther indoors. Lovely. Aquino says, wild animals ignore fences. If you want to keep them out, you have to build the wall instead. True, but walls are more expensive. Just a quick and cheap wooden fence is what we need right now. Plus, this is no doubt going to be attacked and destroyed by any raiders who come at us, so cheap and replaceable is the name of the game here. So I'm just going to pop open a can of cold drink. Also, I'm out of time this afternoon. I need to go and get on with work soon. Right. So, most people have gone to bed. Bloodwell just insulted Egleb on walking into the room, slandering his lovers. Does he have any lovers? Oh, no, we saw his brother one time. We don't know of any lovers. He doesn't like Sir Hooke. Interesting. Right, where is Sir Hooke? He's off fishing. Bought some fish. Good man. Alright. So rest in peace, Quebec the guinea pig. Yeah, we should get some proper storage for these piles of wood. And some medicine. Get a proper med bay. Figure out what's left. What's that? Is that an ambrosia fruit? No. Don't put the ambrosia fruit on the shelf. It's going to decompose. Please move it. Hang on. Into the freezer. There we go. Yeah, that will decompose in about 26 days. We should probably go and get the remaining ambrosia fruit over there, shouldn't we? Mark that. Yeah, mark that for harvest. All right. The dog has done another flop. Okay. Wonderbart is watching Egleb work. Okay. I see. So their learning need is going up. Right. Okay then. So carry on, Egleb, making weapons. The bully Bloodwell is hauling, moving the ambrosia fruit. I'm a little worried about our defense because it looks a bit piss. Let me swap over. So no more wooden traps, please. Let's switch over to steel-based traps and start putting them in tactical locations around the place. Places that we're not likely to walk. For this reason, we need to close off that door to make that... yeah, a do not go location. So remove that there. There we go. Close that. Right. No going through that door, please. Getting some additional traps around the front would be advisable. Are steel traps better than wood traps? Good question. Let's have a look. Wooden spike trap, does it say? So 5 spikes under tension connected to a touch-activated trigger. When the victim disturbs the trigger, the spikes spring forth and strike the victim. Since it is hidden in the surrounding terrain, it cannot be placed adjacent to other traps. Animals can sense these when calm. So, what does it say? Trap melee damage 8. Base value 100. Wood, base value 100. 5 hits times 20. I see, so... What does it say? Trap spring, trap armor penetration, 20. So 20 for the steel, only 8 for the wood. Okay. Yeah, so get some steel. We should maybe try building a limestone one, see what the damage is for that. Why not? Do a test. Build a limestone one, see what it says. Okay. Oh yes, also, now that we've got a bit more material, we should put an additional, like a slave attire on Pythonicus. And maybe take a moment to make some additional slave attire things. Well, we can make them as we need them, frankly, but... so, slave body strap. Requires 70 of something. Oh, okay, maybe not. We don't really have ready access to 70 of something, apart from maybe bison wool, and that's quite valuable. Quite warm. You can see it through the blueprint, can you? Oh, okay, you're right. So 12 melee damage from a... So limestone gives 60%. Final value's 12, so steel is 20, isn't it? Interesting. Okay. So, go to... So that's limestone. Slate. Marble. Silver. Silver, uranium. Okay, what does it say? So, so steel is 20. Slate is 12. Marble is 12. Is it all 12? Yep, limestone is 12. Silver is 17, surprisingly. Uranium is 22. God damn. Requires 45 uranium, though. We've got a smidge of uranium, but it's hard to come by. Okay, so steel is the best option for now, if otherwise uranium. Thank you, Fellfire. Nerdy says, am I going to check out 007 First Light? Quite literally the first I've heard of it. What is it? Right. New game from the Hitman devs. No, really? I see. Who's that? Bloodwell. Oh, good. Bloodwell is already a strong adherent to the cause, trying to convince Commots to join us. Played it. It's very good, but it's not a streaming game. Okay. Alas, I like the Hitman series, but only before Hitman Blood Money. After that, it starts to get a bit shit. So, the IO Interactive devs, they lost their mojo, I think. They lost that dark, gothic thing that made it so memorable. Okay. If you say so, Denny. If you say so. I played and was like, ugh. Okay, some trees in the way. Alright then. On the contrary, Tom, I have played the new ones. World of Assassination, I believe it's called. And I played a bit longer off stream. Okay, where's Blue Nose Bear? Yeah, so working on that bunker. Yeah, we need to get that done. Could you focus on the building? We'll have someone more capable chop down the trees. Pythonicus can do that. Alright. There we go. So please remove the limestone wall, deconstruct the slate wall, and get the door in. Okay, also have, well, we need to get that pen done for the sake of the boar. Alright. Good. I mean, these pathways are probably not the best idea. It depends how much we're moving around. But obviously the enemy can use them too. So walking speed is 100%, whereas on the soil, what is it? The soil, it's 87%. Okay. Good. Plenty of textiles that we've got stored away. We need to have a storage location for the medicine and the other drugs, in fact. So let's put down a couple of... just stick them in the bedrooms for the moment. That's probably going to be a prisoner bedroom, so maybe not in there. So put down a... What am I looking for? Furniture, bookcase, wooden shelf. Put it in Sir Hook's room for now. Put down medicine. So all medicine, and maybe all drugs as well. Or at least the drugs that are shelf stable. Yeah, drugs, but not ambrosia. A stew keeper's passing by. Oh, hello. So it's a girl. It's a girl. What faction are you a part of? The Union of Kamgua. You are a very capable cook. Very capable cook. And you can fight. Not incapable. You are, however, ugly. Right. The trouble is the Union of Kamgua are not our enemies. They're neutral. By taking a prisoner, we would make them our enemies. Neutral? A gentle tribe. No, I'm probably going to let her pass. I don't necessarily want another new enemy so quickly. Especially since we're going to go on a raid to attack someone specifically. Okay. Suppose it's true, Arkham. It would work with our ideologian, wouldn't it? Strong conquering the weak. Then again, we're after people who are strong. Slave, though, potentially. How many enemies do we have, though? Is it really wise to make a shit that we're not really in a position to fight everybody? Faction Cancer Man. No, I need to play smart. She's not an incredible, oh my god, we have to have this colonist immediately type colonist. Sir Hooke, the author, is trying to tame an alpaca. Failed. Okay. Blue Nose is off working on that pen for the wild boar. The loss of an arm is really hampering him. Could you try and get the door on, because the boar are escaping? Damn it. The boar are escaping everywhere. Right. Did I suspend the butchering job? I did. Resume butchering creatures, please. We have a panther that needs to be butchered. Stiff as a board over there. Okay. There we go. Please get it done. Okay. Good. And then also, let's make sure the floor here is covered in concrete for the fast movement speed. So we can quickly dart in, dart out. Yeah, then we'll be good. And eventually it might be a good idea to cover this in concrete as well. Hell, it might be a better idea if we strip this away and move this a bit further away from the coast. Away from the fertile soil. Commots the convicts nods at the stew keeper. What the fuck is that? An alpaca's getting eaten by a panther. Put up a good fight there. Can I interact with her? No. I'd only be able to abduct her. Okay. Right, anyway, so let's focus on what I wanted to do, which is keep building weapons, keep building armor, make sure that we have some basics in preparation for our first slave-taking raid, which is the plan. Let's also make sure that we've got a place that we can store. So I'm looking at the setup. It might be a good idea to put the prisoners somewhere where they won't have easy access to weapons. In separate cells, for example. Like here, maybe? Yeah. Put down a limestone wall here. Here. And then we'll designate this area. Yeah, well, so right here. So that if they do try and escape, they'll have to come through quite a lot of us. Nowhere near any weapons. This will be the quarter for the prisoners. There we go. Sounds good. Let's also destroy the trees and tell the slave Pythonicus to get on with that. Oh, wonderful. The cotton plant. Yeah, cotton. We have cotton. Okay. Good. All right. There we go. And we'll put individual cells, small cells, for the prisoners. Think prison architect, I suppose. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Ah, that'd be a tiny, dingy cell. All right. Okie dokie. And make sure that they've got very slow opening doors in general. So big, heavy limestone doors. There, there, and there. Could make the cell 1 by 3. Could do. I think we'll have that as the crisis of faith cell. Try to make them break. Put, like, amenities in the other two. Nerdy, yes, we have a combined rec room and dining room, which is slightly impressive, mediocre wealth, somewhat spacious, neutral beauty. Also, did I end up making that sculptor's table? No, we need to get that done. Get some artwork made so we can decorate the base. Alright. Okay. So, looking at the time, folks, I'll probably leave it there for this afternoon because I've got lots of work to do. This morning, not a great deal has happened. The toxic fog has cleared up. We haven't had a raid attack us. We've subsequently bought the new kitchen and freezer system online with what will be the food preparation area. We need to get some lights in there. Food preparation, butchering area, the new freezer. continuing to build additional rooms over here. Everyone has their own bedroom now, which is good, but some of them are quite flammable. We gave go juice to a guinea pig, called it Quebec, and then it died immediately of an overdose. RIP. We've also... What else have we done? Yeah, just like a general building and prep stream, I suppose. Yes, and also we've managed to get some swords, finally. We have swords, and soon maces will be manufactured as well. So one last sword, and then on with the maces. And we're going to use that, hopefully next stream, to go on a raid. Hang on. Yeah. So we'll go on a raid, we'll go to a nearby tile with a bit of spare food, take our brawlers in particular, kill those that face us, abduct those that surrender, and bring them back here and enslave them. Okay. Right. Have a lovely afternoon. Hey, sausage. Hi.
Are you okay?
She's fine. So, I'm currently working on Daisy Bullshittery Part 15, I think. I've got the cut on my timeline, but I just need to I need to go and keep refining it. I haven't started the text and animation work, but delivery is expected in very early July, so that's the plan. So gonna go and get on with it. She's fine. I'm sure she's going to see my mum later today because my mum tends to pop in on either Thursdays or Fridays, so Lulu will get some attention. I will leave you in the company of Edberg, who is doing... What is this? Is this the titty robot game? I'm not sure. Is this? I can't remember its name. This might be the game with the titty robots. I'll leave you with Edberg playing with titties. Hang on. So, thank you again. Have a good one. All the best.